Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. It's fantastic to be here with the Atlantic Canadian Aerospace and Defense Association at the Maritime Arctic Safety and Security 2025 conference. What an incredible event this is. So much collaboration, so many people working together. We're looking for solutions for Canada. This is the gateway to the Arctic right here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And thank you to our good friends at the Ship Stop Here initiative for bringing this entire conversation to life. I like meeting these folks one by one. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Good morning. I'm Cara Salci. I am the Vice President of Growth, Industry, and Corporate Affairs for Thales Canada, based in Ottawa.
You're going to have to break that down.
I know.
Huge title. So let's chunk it up and tell me what you do.
What I actually do, and just new into my current role, is I lead our defense business development and capture activities. I lead our industrial participation and offset activities as government affairs and sustainability as well.
Arctic, big focus for you guys?
Arctic is certainly a topic of interest for us. So as folks might know, Thales Canada is the prime contractor for the in-service support of the Arctic and offshore patrol vessels. So we work very closely with both the Navy, the fleet maintenance facilities, our technical support network, the supply chain, and those ships go to the Arctic. They go to the north, and we expect that they'll have future activities there as well.
Arctic and Antarctic, those ships go to.
That's true. That's true.
One just got back.
Circumnavigating.
Yeah. That's an incredible sort of contract, an incredible contribution to the Navy and to Canada. Talk to me a little bit about Thales. What is it about Thales that sort of makes you want to get up and go to work every day?
Absolutely. I've worked for Thales for about 10 years in a few different types of roles, and I think it's the diversity of the organization. We're a global technology company. We operate in 68 different countries around the world. Of course, we're European headquartered. Our headquarters in Canada is in Ottawa, but from defense to aerospace to cybersecurity, digital identity, Thales does a lot of things. Right here in Atlantic Canada, I like to say, folks know us for our work with the Navy, but if you have an Atlantic Canadian driver's license or health card, Thales produces those too.
Okay.
So that gives you a sense of the diversity of the work that we do for customers, many of which are governments, large institutions, enterprises, financial institutions, organizations of that type.
Everybody's got a little piece of Thales in their pocket.
They carry it around with them. I tell that to our stakeholders every day.
That's fantastic. I had no idea. That's a good thing to know. One thing that I've come to know about Thales, and I know this through meeting a lot of the folks over the years at the various shows, you have a real focus on youth in your company, sort of bringing that next generation not only into the workforce, but much more sophisticated than that. You bring them into the conversation. Talk to me about your focus on creating that next generation.
Absolutely. I think for Thales, globally, it's an imperative. It is a mission critical, business critical objective that we have everywhere. I think the work that Thales does in mentoring both each other on teams, but also mentoring women, for example, is core to the leadership of the organization. And so I know some of my colleagues. We have a new grad program in North America where new employees that are new graduates within a year or so all come together in sort of a mini leadership program. They work on real business challenges for the organization. It's the best 2 days that I spend every year is with them and getting their fresh ideas and interacting with them, understanding how they think, how they want to see their career progress. So really proud of the work that our team does collectively. It's cross-functional, but led by our learning and culture teams. And it's a fantastic opportunity for those employees to get to know Thales, which is big and complex and diverse, as I mentioned, but then also feel like they're actively contributing to real business activities opportunities and challenges. Our challenge as an organization is to keep those people engaged, to keep them challenged, to keep them motivated. And the way that we can do that, I always say, let's throw as much as we can at our teams, right? Yeah. And if they can catch that, then we know they're ready to progress and move to the next step. Yeah. And so we're really trying to strip out that unconscious bias about age or studies, like what did you study, what did you not study, and really kind of look at the skills that are needed for any given role or job.
Yeah, that speaks more to sort of empowering them, right, than mentoring, really, right? That's right. And you sense that when I speak to those folks, they're a part of Thales. You know, it often reminds me of that great story where President Kennedy walked into NASA and he met a guy there sweeping the floor and he said, "What are you doing?" And the guy said, "Putting a man on the moon."
Right.
And that's the way not to make it so grand as that, but I get that feeling when I talk to the Thales people. They all feel a part of something.
I hope that means we're doing something right. Yeah. Like I said, it is, I think, something for me and our team that I wake up every day focused on, and how can we really keep not just our newest employees, but our teams, again, motivated, challenged, understanding what our mission really is to serve and support our customer, often with some of their biggest challenges. And I think that, as we go forward, we know, some of our most experienced engineers, our experienced project managers, they're retiring in a few years, and we're not any different than any other organization. And how do we pass along that knowledge that they have over 20, 30 years? We need to make sure that we have folks that are ready to grasp onto that and then take it to the next level themselves.
I love that. Succession planning way out. That's fantastic. Talk to me about MAS 2025. How's it been for you?
This is my first MAS.
Okay.
Actually. And so I'm really excited to be here. We have a very strong partnership with ACADA. And so they're an important organization to us in Atlantic Canada. And certainly the work that we do in Atlantic Canada, whether that's with COVE on our Naval Technical Innovation Challenges. We had DataFX yesterday present to the group, and happy to see them, evolving and growing. They were one of our first season challenges, and so the work that they're doing is fantastic. Partnership with Virtual Marine as well, and so it's great personally for me to be here, be at the Marine Institute at the launch, see the space that my colleagues are talking about. We've got some cyber activity working with the Marine Institute as well, and so just being in the ecosystem. I've been to Halifax, of course, before, but being here in St. John's and attending the conference, hearing the speakers, certainly the focus, I think, on Indigenous engagement, really informative, really practical, really valuable. I'd love to bring some of those speakers into our own organization, and so I learned a lot there, but wonderful engagement, networking, of course, and the weather's been beautiful, so we can't complain.
Well, there you go. Listen, thanks very much for being on. Thanks for your perspective on things, and thank you for what Thales does for Canada. You guys are doing incredible work, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.